Yeah, I really didn't want to make this particular video, not gonna lie. This is just going to be just a really chill sit down video with you guys. I almost fell into idolatry and I didn't even know I was there in such a place. Not easy. If you don't know, I started this little art page way back in 2020 in the height of the COVID lockdown. I just started to get back into art after a hiatus, just a lot of insecurity around me not painting, and I guess I sort of got a little bit of a vigor to get back onto it and learn digital art, and also with being saved at that time, you know, bringing your gift back to God and learn how to use it for His glory. You know, and it really has been like an amazing 3 years with this. I'm not gonna lie, I've had some real times with artwork where God has really just met me and just really ministered to me, and also ministered to other people. I do that my art has sold in the US and internationally as well. I am so flippin' thankful for that. Like, you have no idea the support. Like, if someone just like buys like a printable off my shop, I am just so grateful for all the love and support. But I will have to address this, and yeah, it's not easy making the whole art thing your identity. You know, like, I guess for a while with doing the business side of things, I really got caught up in the whole business side of things. You know, how do I make more money, and how do I do, you know, how do I get bigger, and how do I get more followers, and how do I get more likes? And to be honest, it almost kind of broke me. I'm not gonna lie. I guess really this year with God and putting an impression on my heart to start writing again, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, it was not easy. It was not easy to, you know, have this sort of identity for ages. I am an artist and that's all I am. But then God kind of conviction, but He's like, no, you're my child first. And like, that's hard. It's hard when you put your blood, sweat and tears into a page and you just don't see it grow in the way that you want it to. And it's hard. It's hard to put all that work into something and not really see the results that you maybe want to see. Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard doing the business side of things with art, because you're literally everything. Like, you're literally an admin, you're customer service, you're a salesperson, you're a graphic designer, you're all these different things, and like doing it by yourself, it's just really like, you know, that just becomes like your world and your identity. Like, I do remember coming home after my day job and just like getting stuck into the business side of things, and that's what I did and that's what I do, and I'm an artist and that's all I am, that's all I'm ever going to be. But then like, I kind of, like, I'm not gonna lie, over the summer, like, I just fell into a really big art slump, like with not wanting to do it at all. I'm really considering quitting. I'm not gonna lie, it's just like a raw video. You just gotta like just level with me here for a minute, because I just need to talk into the camera and talk to you guys, and like, you know, sure, I guess the authenticity with being an artist online and being a Christian artist online, it's even harder. Like, I think definitely after dealing with a lot of the hate comments on my TikTok, that almost, that I'm not gonna say it broke me, it didn't, it definitely shook me. It was hard, maybe not feeling my artistic ability to be where I want it to be, getting really bogged down by it. You know, if a piece didn't come out perfect and like it wasn't selling or making like $1 million or whatever the case might be, like, or it didn't get enough likes on Instagram, like, it just got so hard to the point where I was like, I'm done. I'm so finished with all of this, like, oh. And then, but I think too, that God can just meet you in those places and just do a work to bring you back to Himself. And that, you know, these gifts, at the end of the day, I've said this multiple times to myself and to the camera, but potentially in my older videos, you know, the artistic and the creative gifts aren't about us, they're about bringing Him glory. And whatever you do, give the glory to God. I believe that's in Colossians. I'll put the verse up on the screen here that you can see. But yeah, like, when it just becomes about the money and it becomes about the success, defining what the world tells you about success, you know, to have all the million followers and all the likes and all the comments and having your art be worshipped instead of worshipping the one who gave you the gift in the first place. It's hard. It's really hard, especially with starting to write. I'm not gonna lie, I do love writing, and for a season, I won't lie to you, I liked it more than what I liked art. I was so content to pick up my laptop and sit and write for hours and hours, and just being able to express myself with words a lot more than I could do with my pencil. So I guess that's just a kind of a sort of learning curve for me, is that, you know, you could fall into idolatry with these things and not even know, to the point where, like, you know, the glasses are taken off and you're like, last Sunday I was getting a bit of encouragement in church with just a few things. My friend said, when you have God, you have everything, but without Him you have nothing. So for toxic, if you have all the success and all of the likes and the comments and like the husband and the kids, and but you don't have God, like you don't have nothing. And it's like without him, like it just doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, like, you know, with God at this moment in time, with the amount of followers and subscribers that I have, like I got everything. Like I got salvation, I have a God who loves me and a God who is with me and all this, and really just to build something that I just never thought that he would do with this, with the likes of YouTube and writing and art and everything, and just developing you and just developing creativity in ways that you didn't even think that you were creative. And it's just like amazing. You know, being an artist online is kind of exhausting, and you know, trying to come up with like a good painting, but like even in my last video that you will see with the AI, I'll put up a card that you can watch it, and like the art, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty crap. There's a message in it, and like I'm just so done with being a perfectionist online. Like it's not going to be perfect. I don't sit and draw every day. I don't sit and draw every night. There are times when I just sit and watch my comfort show every night when I come home from work, when I'm just exhausted, and it's just kind of exhausting, the world standard for success, and just trying to be this person and trying to be like Sam does art, or anybody else who is super duper famous in the YouTube art world, and they're fantastic, and like, you know, props to them. But do you know what? You know, here we are. Here we are in my little corner of the internet, and just, you know, we're going to make imperfect art together, because, you know, I do believe that a mess has a message, and that a test could be a testimony, as they say in church. I remember like a young adult's night at church, this quote that this girl has said, and it was just stuck with me at that particular moment when I was, yes, like art is my own identity, that is what I have to be, and that's it. But like, you know what, this quote from C.S. Lewis from Mere Christianity just stuck with me, and I hope it sticks with you too, if you are feeling that way about being a Christian artist online, or even just an artist online in general. Like, you know, it's hard, but it says this here. It says, imagine yourself living as a house. God comes in to rebuild that house. At first, perhaps you can understand what he's doing. He's getting the drains right and stopping the leaks from the roof, and so on. You knew those jobs. You knew that those jobs needed doing, so that you're not surprised. But presently he starts knocking the house down about in a way that hurts abnormally and does not seem to make any sense. What on earth is he up to? A different house from the one that you thought of. Throwing a new wing here, putting an extra floor there, running up towers, making courtyards. You thought you were being made into a decent little cottage. But he is building a palace he intends to come and live in himself, and that has just stuck with me, being a creative. You know, he uses everything, like all the gifts that he has given you, whether it be, you know, to prophesy or to pray for people, to have faith and to serve and to be hospitable. You know, he uses everything, and like even like in like your day job, like he can use that too, to see people see the light of God. And it's just like, oh, like I'm finally starting to get it, you know, that way. I'm just starting to finally get it in my own walk as an artist, and just like, oh, like that's just to encourage people, no matter how imperfect it may be, or who give you a comment on a TikTok, or who made a video about you on TikTok. And it's just like, oh, do you know what? I'm done trying to be perfect. It's so exhausting. But you know what, I think he does use like the messy art and the more raggedy, scraggly, rough art that I put down. I think he'll use it, and I do believe he will use it for you too. So, you know, I would just remember that you guys, if you are a Christian artist and you're in this boat with me, you are a child of God first, and that you are just so loved and valued by him, and that you are his son or daughter first, no matter how many gifts that you may have. And I think it's just so important to get our own walk with God right first before we display these things, and just to grow in that as well. And if you're in that position, leave me a comment down below on how you've dealt with this, because this is hard, no matter if you're a Christian or not. Just being an artist online and living up to the perfection in the world, you know, let me know. Let's have a chat in the comments, and we'll just like comfort each other and make a cup of tea and all that stuff. I think it's hard being an artist, but we're gonna get there. I hope this video has resonated with you today, and I hope that you can subscribe for more videos like this, and we can just sit down and just have a good old chat with a friend. You know, I'm always here for you guys, and if you need any prayer for anything, do put in the comments as well. Like this video, it does help me out a lot to see more viewers like you guys come onto my channel, and we can just build a little community for ourselves on this wee corner of the internet. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.